Hi everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and this afternoon I'm down at Monkton Arts and I've been invited down by Jenna and Dawn, mum and daughter here, and it's a wonderful cafe, isn't it? How long have you been here?
We opened 9 months before lockdown.
Yes.
And but we're just about to have our second
anniversary.
Yeah.
Excellent. I know it was a
party.
while. I have. Oh, are you? Yeah. Can I come?
Yes, of course.
Good. So you're going to explain now explain about the cafe and some of the events you're going to do.
So here we have we have art galleries. We've got a professional gallery, a children's gallery, 3 artist studios, a cafe, and a shop that only sells Isle of Wight art products.
It's lovely. You've had fashion shows in here.
Yes.
Yes. I've been at the fashion shows and things.
Lots of music events. Lots of music events.
Mm-hmm. Once a week we do music events. But we've just finished our portfolio, and I was just about to tell Lynn all about the things that we're doing, and she said, "Let's record it." So
yeah, let's just go live and tell the world.
So on top of what we're doing as an arts centre, we've made it a priority to engage with the community on projects which promote culture and community to help make Ryde an even better place to live.
Excellent. And actually, I have to tell you that this is the new deputy mayor of Ryde. So well done. And I'm going to say hello to everybody coming in. I can't see all the comments, folks, but because I want to keep the camera on Dawn and Jenna. So take it away.
We've got a project called 2 Tidal Towns, and we've got 3 of those underway at the moment. So one of them is a memorandum of understanding between Ryde as a town and Portsmouth University, so that any projects that go on in Ryde, we can use all the expertise and knowledge from Portsmouth University, and in return they can use us as research projects and things like that. So it's got to be a mutual benefit project.
Collaboration is key, isn't it?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we might even be able to get like a student body over here and things like that, like a culture of students. Then we've got a Hastings gallery swap in November. So there's a gallery in Hastings called the Dirty Old Gallery, which spells out dog. And they're a great little gallery in Hastings. So we're sending 10 of our artists over there, and they're sending 10 of their artists over to us.
Artwork,
not artists.
Not artists. And actually, how did you discover them?
We went to Hastings.
Oh, you're in Hastings and you just found them.
And I found them, and I said, let's do a gallery swap, because Hastings is a very similar town to Ryde. Right. It used to be a fishing sort of village, and then was built up in Victorian times, and it's culturally quite similar.
Very similar.
You know, I learn something new every day.
So what's the other one? And then the third one
Words
is
over the water
with Southsea.
Southsea.
Oh, wow.
So like a literary festival.
Yes.
Using both Ryde and Southsea.
Excellent. So how will it work? Are they people going over and coming back? Or
are
we going in rowing boats? Or?
We can do.
Well, we're going to try and get a deal with the Hovercraft.
To
get cheap tickets, but this isn't until March next year, so
right,
it's
you've
just
got
at
time
the
to
beginning
work on it.
stages.
Yes,
But we'll have a programme of events here going on, and there'll be a programme of events in Southsea, and then hopefully we'll cross over.
Excellent.
Right, the Banners project. The planning for this has just gone into Isle of Wight Council, but we've got 22. We made a Monkton Village artist group. And all of the 22 artists from this little area in Monkton Village,
which is part of Ryde, isn't it?
Yes, it's not just the scummy back streets of Ryde. It's
not at all.
A beautiful Monkton Village. So we've got 22 artists. They've all done iconic images of Ryde, and then we're going to put them on banners on the 22 lampposts, which go from the waterside to the lifeboat station.
Well, offshore rescue.
Yeah,
this is amazing, because this was a project that people were fighting against before, wasn't it? I believe that they wanted to happen, and it never happened.
Well, I think that was to do with the flags next to it.
Right.
Yeah, so
this is something different.
This was something different.
Sorry, I'm confusing it.
There was going to be flags, lots of different coloured flags around the harbour, and this was an idea to continue on that.
Oh, right.
That sort of brightness.
Yes,
all across
absolutely.
The thing.
Welcome to the Isle of Wight, as Derek Sandy would say.
And that didn't happen, but this is. So maybe one day, yeah.
Yes.
But is a 5-year plan.
Right.
And in the plan is that for 2 months of the year would be advertising for bigger businesses, which would bring in enough money to make that project happen again, and another community project, so that we're not always asking the council for funding, because we don't get sponsored or grants by anything. But this would make us financially sustainable to continue.
That sounds a
those
brilliant
projects.
idea. Brilliant idea.
There'll also be little information boards to advertise the place and the artist, with a little QR code with maybe eventually little activities and more information about the places. So that's that one. Do you want to see
50 familiar faces.
Oh, I've seen this. Now, this was
Yes.
because I live streamed before, didn't
Yes.
I? So tell us.
We already started a project called 50 Familiar Faces, because we found that there's some incredible people in this area. And it started, when we first started, we had what we call Mash Up the Arts, because we found there were so many interesting people, and they used to come and talk about, what they've
people
done
need
and
to
things. Yeah, and so it grew from that. So then we had a exhibition in our gallery of photographs of the 50 faces.
And actually, if they look back on this
Yeah,
on the
you
Visit
did.
Isle of Wight page, I
Yes.
actually live streamed
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
So
the
they'd have to
opening
find it.
now
Yes.
we're taking that one step further, and we want to create a book, like a big coffee table book, but
Oh,
now it's grown from 50.
How
So it's
many?
just called,
Well, we've got about 200 on the
Oh
list.
my goodness!
so it's going to be called the Monktonians.
Oh, lovely.
And they all do a questionnaire.
Yeah, so, but also what was really interesting was that a few months ago, an artist got in touch with us, was wanting to have an exhibition, and he specialises in portraits, but not only did he want to draw people, he wanted to interview them and make an audio kind of tape, didn't he, with it as well.
But he wanted to, what does it called? Compose a piece of
Yes,
music.
compose
He works
music
for
with
Platform One as well.
things they've said as well
Oh,
about
wow.
their life experiences and things.
And their wisdom and how
Yes,
they came
and-
here and things
Yeah,
like that.
so he did that last weekend, didn't he?
Oh, wow.
And it was such a lovely
So
day.
he's going to draw them.
And this is just
that
to select between 15 to 20 people.
we
Right.
selected for him.
Right.
Which is really fun
Excellent.
choosing.
Yes, I bet.
So that will be the next exhibition, his drawings and this lovely audio
Fantastic.
compose piece that he's going to do, and then hopefully get the book published as
Wow.
well.
Wow.
Yeah, so that will be fun.
But to
Then-
think I haven't been down here for over a year, have
This
I?
is why we're filling you in.
And you have been on
then-
lockdown.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I haven't been.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, that's what I mean.
Then Apley Tower, one of our very first exhibitions when we moved in here was everyone's interpretations of Apley Tower, because we found out it was going to be sold as a luxurious beach hut for some councillor, which is long in history now.
Good.
Because
I'm
Michael
glad to
Lilly
hear it.
saved it.
Yes,
They're trying to get
Michael Lilly
funding.
being the mayor of
The
Ryde.
mayor of
the
Ryde.
mayor.
So we're working with Natural Enterprise to try and get funding to save the structure of the building, but to be able to do that they needed ideas of what it could be used for, and they were going to make it an Airbnb, which we thought wasn't for the community enough.
No, it's
So
not.
while the exhibition was on, we listened to everyone's ideas of what they thought it should be, a bit like a mini public consultation.
Yes.
And we've put it into like a grand plan for the year
Wow.
that makes the user, so like in each season it's a different thing, so that
Lovely.
we're not relying on just one thing working. It's
Yes.
lots of different options for the community to use and rent out, or and a gallery space and rentable spaces and treatments, and or a whole year's program of stuff.
So it's
we're
not relying on one
And
thing.
is there information about this out there that people can
Not
read? Not
yet,
yet.
not
No,
yet,
that we
because-
yes, yeah. Because it's
until
not
we-
yes
No,
until you've got
there's
it all.
nothing
Yeah.
concrete.
There's
Yeah.
nothing concrete.
These are just projects that we're working on.
Yeah,
Yes.
Works
so
in
that's
progress.
One, but at least it's got through that they're now not putting Airbnb as the plan.
Good.
They're now putting
Excellent.
our ideas, and well, not really our ideas, the community's
So who owns
ideas.
it? Is it owned by the
It's
council?
owned by Isle of Wight Council,
Yeah.
but we're working on it being sort of handed over to Natural Enterprise to manage, I think.
Right.
If they can get the money to save it through.
Wow, that would be marvellous.
yeah,
wouldn't it?
so to have that as a community asset would be amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, we've just launched an arts prize,
Woo!
which I think is the only open arts prize on the Isle of Wight. So if you win this, you are the best artist on the Isle of Wight.
Wow. I'm
And
not a
it's-
very good artist.
So it's,
I can live stream the artists.
So it's £10 an entry
Right.
for the adults.
for the adults. Top prize is £1,000.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Second prize is £500.
Donated by Indigo Graphics.
Right, okay.
And
Are they a
third-
Ryde business?
Yeah.
Yep. Love
Yeah,
them.
And third is vouchers for Rapa Nui.
Oh, yes, I know Rapa Nui of old. I knew Rapa Nui before they grew.
I
Lord,
went
yes.
to school with Rob. So
Oh,
I've known
lovely.
them and, the
I
whole...
can remember a conversation with them about that. At one time, they were going to put me on a raft and let me go round the Isle of Wight. It never happened, fortunately. I'm not a very good
Don't worry.
swimmer.
We'll get Rob on that list.
Oh, no.
And there is a children's one as well.
Yeah, and-
£3 an entry, and prize for that is art
materials.
Oh, fantastic.
donated by or sponsored by the Ryde School. Ryde Private
Oh,
School.
that's wonderful,
So
isn't
there'll
it?
be really good resources.
So,
And on top of that, it's all of the advertising and leaflets and things that we've sent out have been sponsored by the Arty Card Company, which is connected to Beardsall's.
oh,
And
excellent.
we're working with them, and they will also produce cards for the children to become commercial artists,
Oh,
which
how
will be really
We will sell in the
fantastic.
shop.
Oh, that's amazing.
So please enter the Arts Prize and support us.
So
and
is
become
that
the
on
best
your is that
artist.
on your website?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Okay. So
have
can you
to-
give your website out?
So it's www.monktonarts.com.
Right, and
Nice
I'll try
easy.
and when after the broadcast, I try and put that in the
Yeah,
comments
thank
because
you.
obviously I can't do it while I'm
Live
on here
streaming.
live streaming.
So yeah, it's really exciting
Oh,
competition.
I'm so.
I think.
And have you let all the schools know?
Yeah, I've just sent. I need to do that, but you've got until the end of July to enter. You can enter online, but if you want to come in and pay the £10 entry, you save the £1.30 administration cost.
Right,
for the,
and
So the
So
first
good idea.
round is all online,
excellent.
and then when it's shortlisted, you
They'll be
bring the actual.
contacted.
Yeah, we contact the shortlist.
Right, and so when do the pictures have to be done by?
is it the
It's
30th of July?
It's the end of July is the deadline.
Oh, right, okay, for the actual
online.
work
Yeah,
to
for
be
the
done.
So just
online.
submit a picture, and then we will call you if you're shortlisted.
Excellent.
the
So
top
who is
50.
judging?
So we've got Jeff Dyson, who is Anish Kapoor's right-hand man, has been for the last 30 years, dealing with him, making all of his designs and things come to fruition and working all over the world. But he only lives in Simeon Street. So we've got
And-
Jeff Dyson, and then we've got our
Three resident artists.
Oh,
which
right,
is,
yes.
Carl Stedman, Mandy Bangerter, and Sandy Kendall.
Right, okay. So that's lovely. So they have
There are
studios
four.
here.
They do, yes.
Excellent.
So that's the Arts Prize. Then our Sorake provocation packs are now together and ready to be sent out to schools.
So could you explain a bit about that?
Yeah, so it's Sarah was an artist who died a few years ago that was based in Ryde, and she was a prolific sort of outsider artist that produced amazingly inspirational work for just beautiful work, isn't it? But it's
I've
really
seen
inspirational,
I've seen a
very
lot of
colourful
it,
and
yes.
bright,
It's lovely.
really inspirational to children. So we've named our children's gallery after her, the Sarah Kay Gallery, and we've used some of her pictures and maquettes. She left all of her work to the community when she died. So we've been helping the custodian of the artwork get them out into the community. So they're now in care homes, in childcare
That's
settings,
lovely.
in the council offices, all in lots of places like that, in libraries and things. We've done a few of her exhibitions and sold some of her work, and the money from selling just a few pieces of work has helped to then put these packs together and pay for a set of frames for the Sarah Kay Gallery.
Oh, what a lovely idea.
So we've been it's a bit like a story sack, but based around her artwork. So pictures, maquettes, and with them. So if she's got a picture of the Princess and the Pea, we've then bought that book and got little figures and things, put them as a pack, and they then go out to homeschool communities, nurseries and schools to do artwork, and then we display the project. So
Amazing.
that's that.
All this happened when I wasn't looking.
And we've done a heritage horticulture project where we've worked with Mike Fitt, who was the Queen's Gardener.
Yeah, I know Mike Fitt because, of course, I was a judge on Ryde in Bloom.
Oh, yes, of course.
This year,
yes.
I'm entering Ryde
Yes.
in Bloom.
Can't be a judge as well.
So this is a project where they've...
Said
Oh,
can't be a judge.
no, I stopped being a judge. I thought you said you were a judge.
No.
No, but ours is for fun because, of course, I've just developed a community garden in my front garden because I
Yes,
live stream
yes,
from
of
it all
course,
the time.
yes.
And it's a real community garden. People all over the country have contributed to what's in my
how
garden.
lovely.
You know, so and there's a
Yeah.
plaque on the wall that says the Go Live Granny Community Garden,
lovely.
and that came from one of my viewers in Northern Ireland.
Wow.
So
That is
yes,
lovely.
it is.
Yes.
You
Little
know.
gnomes. We've got
Oh,
little...
yeah.
I made the gnomes.
Oh,
I
did
made
you?
them. I do concrete craft, and
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna yes, and I'm gonna help some of the local children. Maybe we could do it in the Sherborne Centre.
Yes.
Actually help
Get
them
that
make
going.
the gnomes and
Lovely.
paint them. Yes.
Yeah.
So this Heritage Horticulture project was, because of COVID, I was meant to be going into all of the schools in Ryde and delivering a lesson on Victorian garden beds and gardening. And but because of COVID, I recorded a video. So
Brilliant.
we taught the children all about the plant hunters that went all over the world and how they brought back specimens and new plants. And then the children were asked to design a garden bed based around one of the continents of the world, because all the plants had come from different continents of the world. So that was all the schools in Ryde, and then the winners have been planted up in Eastern Gardens. So, and they win a prize to go to Osborne House and meet the head gardener and go with their family. Well, Lynn, I wish you'd been here for
Oh,
the
it was
awards
hilarious.
giving, because
Oh,
we told all of the winners, the first, second, third prize winners of each school, to meet by the garden beds to have their picture taken, and then to walk round here for the ceremony of giving the certificates and things.
Oh, there was hundreds.
Oh my God, we couldn't fit them in here, so we've got on. So we had to do it in
you had
the
a street party.
We did, and
Jenna had to get on the back of the lorry.
When was that?
That was
Last
only
week.
last week.
Oh, what a shame!
On the
I
back
didn't
of the
know.
flatbed.
And she's handing out the certificates from the back of the flatbed.
Oh.
And the whole, all the families were right down the street, and we'd
How
got
wonderful! Did you get some photographs?
Yes,
yeah,
Mike
a few.
got them,
Yeah, but we were a bit. Well, it was just crazy, wasn't
It
it?
was, because
But
we
we'd
also had an
got-
opening of the gallery for the who'd got the gallery on
we
as
got-
well.
So it was Marion Boyd's exhibition was opening. But what was funny was we'd got.
You're going to
the
have to
head-
expand. You have to find bigger
know.
premises.
We'd got the head gardener of Osborne House there, and we'd got the head of Southwest Trains. I think, was it Southwest Trains?
that what they're
Southern
called?
Oh, I
Trains,
missed
you know, the train
this.
thing. So we got these really important people, and and when I'm stood on the back of a flatbed truck, and Mike Fitt,
I love it. I love it.
So that was crazy. Anyway, the kids loved it, and
bet.
Dover Park won the best school as
Oh,
well.
brilliant,
So they were great.
yes,
So,
yeah.
so we bought them some popcorn to have a popcorn afternoon.
Lovely.
And then the Village Gallery will carry on. That's where we put
In the
art in the
windows.
windows 4 times a year for each season.
Excellent.
Community gardening happened during lockdown, where the gardeners were all kind of off on furlough from
Yes.
the council, and they'd suddenly got all these plants to plant, but just for a short time, so they couldn't put them back on the contract. So they cried out to the community, and we answered, and we went and planted all the plants, and that was great.
I must have been sleeping through all this. I tell
We've
you
got
what,
plans.
in lockdown, I actually took a back step from all the stuff. You know, I'm usually
Yeah.
so involved in the community, and I took a back step myself and developed my own garden and inspired my community.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
know, and got to know
Probably
my
really
community.
needed to do
And
that.
And actually, I
lovely.
feel refreshed and
Yes,
recharged
yeah,
now, ready to
yeah.
go again.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So we're planning. This
So
was
next
your
year
idea. You
for-
talk about this.
Yes, on the 13th of May
I think so.
is the day that the Sirius sailed from Apley Tower, which was the first ship that took the convicts to Australia.
Really? All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
And they celebrate, so when it landed in January, that is when they have Australia Day.
Right.
But nothing's ever celebrated
This
on
side?
the day,
That
this
they
side,
left.
when they left.
And they left
So
from
we're
Apley
planning,
Tower.
yeah, so
didn't
we're
they?
planning something for next May.
Do you know, when you invited me down here to have a discussion about some other things, I had no idea what an education I was going to have, what I was going to learn.
Well, Yeah, so it left from Portsmouth and they had to wait for the tides to turn. So they waited by Apley Tower for 3 days and then set off.
So there was convicts from Parkhurst.
Yeah, from the Isle of Wight. So we were in touch with a shanty band to come and play. We want the children of the local schools to come and sing songs and things. And we're in touch with the Fellowship of the First Fleeters, which are descendants of those people in Australia.
I'm just going to talk to the viewers for a minute. So, folks, this is so fascinating that, folks, please, can you share this information? Hit the share button. I never knew I was going to learn so much this afternoon. So please share, everybody.
Next on the list is John Ackroyd Award. So, do you know about John Ackroyd?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I met him, didn't I? When you were in your previous.
Yes. So he died during lockdown, which is really sad. But he was, for viewers that don't know who John Ackroyd was, he was a local inventor that worked on lots of amazing, important projects. So he invented the hovercraft. He was involved in the first commercial electric car. What else did he invent?
The land speed record.
Oh yeah, then he was involved in the team that broke the land speed record and developing those engines with Bluebird and off in the desert. And he also invented the pod that Richard Branson went round the world in his hot air balloon.
I didn't
worked
know
with him
that.
with
And he worked with all of that. So we've commissioned an artist just round the corner who used to work with John, and his dad had a lot to do with John and all of his projects.
The Apprenticeship Award.
Yeah.
John Ackroyd. We want a John Ackroyd Apprenticeship Award for engineering, which we're working with the college with.
So
That's
the college are really
fantastic.
pleased, and they're going to choose somebody, and
Wow.
then that's going to be handed out at their graduation ceremony, and then again at our award ceremony.
Gosh, this is amazing. And he was Monkton. He was in the Monkton
Yes,
area, wasn't
yes,
he?
he
Oh,
was,
you know,
yes,
I think this is
yes.
such a
I
special
know
area.
it is
And
amazing.
we're still, we're also working with his daughter. Wants a memorial garden in Simeon Wreck as
Oh,
a little
wonderful.
wildflower blue
Wonderful.
heart campaign. Do you
Lovely.
know about the blue
No,
heart?
I don't.
Oh, Lynn, you'd love the blue heart campaign.
We have to do another live
Yes,
stream about that.
It's about leaving places to go wild so that they're there for the bees and all of all things
okay.
that you love. So
Yeah, brilliant.
Wilding.
So yeah, we're having an awards ceremony which will include the Popper Owl Awards, which is Michael Lilly, the mayor of Ryde. He invented these Popper Owl Awards for innovation. So there's a the Little Owl Award for innovation for the young ones, and then that one.
I feel some knitted owls coming
Oh
on.
yes, Lynn, as part of the award.
Definitely.
And then we're working with the Harp Festival for the Young Harpist Composer of the Year and the Island Harpist Composer of the Year. So that won't be all those awards won't be given in one go.
Is there anything you're not doing?
I think I've said all of the John Ackroyd stuff, haven't I?
Oh, wow, it's
Then the
just...
music heritage.
Oh yes.
Lynn's just met Hunter Davis.
Yes,
who
just
lives
now.
behind us, who's a famous man, and he's involved in this Isle of Wight music heritage group that's called White Spirit event that we're
Yes.
doing at the end of, when is it? End of July.
End of July.
I think I'm
30th.
taking up residence here.
You
Is that
are,
right?
yes.
With
Yes.
my live stream
Yes,
camera?
Yes.
on the 30th
Okay.
of July.
You supply the coffee and I'll do the live stream.
It's not a whole day, from 2:00, and there's talks by Hunter, Guy Portelli, who's done this big piece of artwork that's called White Spirit. That's where the name's from. And what's his name? Folks.
Andy Folks. Was it him?
No, one
No.
that
He's
Oh.
one of the brothers that
Organisers.
organised the original.
Oh, sorry, no, I
original
was
one.
muddling him up with
And
somebody
he's in
else.
charge of Medina Publishers, isn't he? Is that right?
No.
No, that's not right.
Never
Go and
mind.
get the poster. Oh, we've messed this one up.
Oh,
Anyway,
no,
we're
it
also
doesn't matter.
waiting.
Listen, this was a totally impromptu.
Yeah.
We hadn't planned this live
But there's
stream.
4 speakers, and there's also an exhibition of Diana Mosley's work in that will just be going in the Sarah Kay Gallery, because then you need to kind of look at them close up. And she was the lady that designed the yellow jacket, Freddie Mercury, and she worked with David Bowie and lots of amazing people. And she's just the loveliest lady, so she's agreed to do that.
And who's
And it'll
that?
be very Diana Mosley.
Have I
And
met
then-
her?
I think so. She only lives up the road.
And
I'm
then
not sure.
in the evening of that day, we've got Dick Taylor, who was the Pretty Things
Being
playing.
played at the Isle of Wight Festival, and he's still amazing, isn't
He
he?
is
He's
incredible
brilliant.
guitarist.
And he's playing with JC, isn't he? So tickets are £25 for that, and we have got a few left if anyone's
So that's from
interested.
2:00 right through
What's
to
the
the evening.
date of that one?
That's
And
the
there's food.
30th
Of July.
Yeah.
of July, and so that's from 2:00 through to the evening, food included.
Right, okay. We'll have to I'll have to push out more adverts on here.
Then we've got a post-COVID art exhibition coming up in collaboration with Independent Arts. So they did a cry out during lockdown for people to submit artwork, and they've selected some for exhibition. And I think that's a touring exhibition going to like the Ventnor Fringe and other places on the Isle of Wight. And we're going to put a few of ours in, and children's work from Network Ryde.
And of course, Network Ryde is. Can you explain Network Ryde for anybody?
So Network Ryde is the youth service in Ryde. When all of the youth services were cut from Isle of Wight Council, Ryde Town Council picked up the youth service and decided to support it. It's got Bex, who is in charge of it, is absolutely amazing, and it's gone from strength to strength. And they're now going from their little shop that's
Are they moving?
6-1 something
wow.
into the newly bought St Thomas's Church.
Right.
So
I knew something was happening in the church, but I didn't know what. That's amazing.
And then it goes on to our things in the planning stage, so maybe we don't need to go into
We
that.
can come back for another. I'll come
Yes.
back and do another live
We
stream.
did
That's
100
enough now.
sandcastles for Captain Tom's birthday. That was a nice one. And we're having a street party on the 4th of July to
I like
celebrate our
street
second
parties.
birthday.
4th of July. That's
Yeah.
not. That's only a little way away.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
Put
so
it on
I'll
my
have to come down
calendar.
for
There'll be
that.
music by the Rug Band of Mark Thomas, and we've got some stalls.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I think that's our run through, Lynn. I think we're doing enough.
Right. I don't know. I don't know if that's
Cram
enough.
something else in.
So,
sure
folks,
there'll be other
I
things
came
soon.
down here for a short talk with Jenna, and then she said, "Oh, shall I tell you what we're doing?" And I said, "Why don't we do it as a live stream?" So we hadn't actually planned it, which is why, one or two things we didn't get right. But what an amazing thing! And for those of you who don't know where Monkton Arts is,
We're hidden.
tell them where you are.
We
We're
hide.
hidden.
They are hidden. They're down a
We're
side
on
street.
East Street.
So if you turn between the Solent Inn and the corner shop, which is opposite the
That's
car wash.
it's Monkton Street, isn't
No,
it?
come-
that's
Come off Monkton
It's
Street.
East Street off
no.
Monkton Street.
No, is that
that's Monkton Street?
Monkton Street is the
main-
one there,
Yes.
and then you turn.
As you come down Monkton Street, you turn right by the Solent Inn.
Yes, that's it. And so we're tucked down. We're in.
We're
we're-
opposite Asa Reclamation.
and it used
And
to be the
Bert's.
Island Printers, didn't it?
Yes,
Here? Yes, it
used
was
to
a
be the
print
Island.
shop. I used to have print stuff printed
Yes.
here by Graham, wasn't it?
Yes.
Graham Pierce. Yeah, that's right.
And
yes.
we're by
Yes.
Ryde Garage.
Yes,
Let's
Ryde
give them a
Garage.
mention.
Yes. So there we
Yeah.
go.
Lovely little community of units.
Let's
and
have a look.
lovely
Somebody.
community.
Patricia's saying, I know Dick Taylor, the wife and partner, used to work with me at Ventnor Middle School, and he actually came in and washed up one day when we were short-staffed. All these little.
lovely.
So,
Yeah.
folks, if I've missed any of your comments, I really apologise, but I'm holding the camera round so you can see the girls and hear them, and so I couldn't see all the comments. So,
can I also say, with
Please
my
do.
other hat on,
yes. Which hat is
as
this?
This is Councillor and Mayor hat, standing in Apley and Allenfield, and Deputy
Mayor, yeah.
Deputy Mayor. We're holding surgeries here the first Wednesday of every month. So if you've got anything to say regarding Ryde and the council, then come and see me and Lisa Carter.
And I actually was down here to discuss certain things around community stuff, wasn't I?
Yeah.
That's what I came down for. I've had a lovely free coffee for my efforts, and a lift.
And a lift. Lynn lives near the children's school, so that's easy to give her a lift everywhere.
That's right. She came up to collect the children from school and then picked me up as well.
And I'm taking Lynn to all of the committee meetings with me, so that so it can all be live
This
streamed.
is
and anyone
the Ryde Town
Ryde
Council.
Town Council.
Yes, it's very important. They want total transparency, don't
Yes.
you? You know, I did a happy dance when I knew that who'd got in, and I knew that you would want to be transparent, and I'm more than happy to help you with the transparency, even if I've got to get new microphones and things like that. Maybe we could
Or we
get
might be
somebody
able
to.
to connect you.
Yeah,
to
or
the-
we might be able to get somebody to sponsor a the
Yeah.
equipment, because I don't mind giving my time free.
Yeah.
People will be critical because I haven't got the right equipment, so
Yeah,
we don't want that. So we'll get it
We'll
right.
look into
Yes.
that,
so
Lovely.
so
Thank you.
folks,
Yes,
thank you very much. So it's goodbye from me, goodbye from Jenna, and goodbye from Dawn.
Cuddle a baby now.
She's off to cuddle her baby now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And please don't forget to share. So much information there. So please share, because sharing is caring. Bye.